Alright, what's going on YouTube? Here with another video. This video is gonna have a part 2, and this video is gonna be on my first outer body experience. Yeah, it was a pretty significant experience I had, and I'm sure you guys would like to hear about it. It all started when I was 18 years old. My mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, unfortunately, and I was really mad. I was angry. I was really angry at the man upstairs. And, I was just screaming in my head, like, why is the world suffering? Why do people go through bad things? Like, why people get raped? Why my mom got cancer? Like, are you real? Like, if you were real, why are you allowing all this to happen? Yeah, I was just really mad. I was literally screaming at God, looking for answers. And, I was literally screaming in my mind. My mom was in the room. I'm sitting on my computer. I'm in my conscious, like, well, God, why is, why my mom sick? She's gone through a lot of stress as it is. Like, why is the world going crazy? Why do we have wars? Like, why is it hard to have world peace? I don't understand. So I got to the point where I just started screaming in my conscious, like, I want to know the truth. Like, are you real? Like, show me the truth. Show me the truth. I was literally like, in my heart space, like, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. Like, I was just so mad when my mom told me she got diagnosed with breast cancer. Like, and I was just blaming God, Okay. So 2 days later, I remember I was working in Dunkin' Donuts. My cousin Matthew slept over my house that night. And of course, with OBEs or outer body experience or astral projection, it all starts off with sleep paralysis. And mind you, I've always had sleep paralysis growing up. When you wake up in the middle of the night, you kind of like, you're up in your mind, but you can't move. Feels like like you're sinking into your bed. Sometimes you feel like your hand moving up on its own. Yeah, so I had sleep paralysis multiple times growing up, and my mother told me as well before she passed. She had sleep paralysis lots of times. So, anyways, I'm screaming at God. Why my mom's sick or whatever. Why is the world gone mad? Are you real? Like, show me the truth. Like, show me the truth. And I was just like, I was desiring the truth so strongly. So again, 2 days later, I think, come out of work, and I'm going to bed. I wake up in the middle of the night with sleep paralysis. Remember, this is my first outer body experience that kind of woke me up into, I guess if you want to call it, spirituality, or, the deeper meaning of life. But, yeah. So I wake up. Here's my experience. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm paralyzed. I can't move. And for whatever reason, this time I wasn't afraid of it because I already had experienced sleep paralysis multiple occasions, maybe like, not even exaggerating, maybe 10 times, like when on my childhood, up to the point of 18 years old, when I had my first outer body experience. But yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, frozen. I told myself, what's going on? Here we go. I literally said, here we go again. Because at this point, usually I'm scared when I'm having sleep paralysis because, the fear of the unknown or whatnot. You don't know what's going on, so that's fear usually spikes. So I'm having sleep paralysis. I tell myself, here we go again. I'm literally feeling like I'm being sunk in my bed. I can hear this weird vibration sound. And then boom, instantly, I'm in my room. And I'm looking around my room and I'm wondering why I'm taller. I'm only 5'4", I'm short. And my eyes are like directly parallel to the wood frame on top of the door. And I notice also, I'm looking around my room and I know it's dark outside, but I can still see everything crystal clear, and everything had like a fluorescent aura to it. And that's when I told myself, like, am I dreaming? And you know, when we're dreaming, we never know we're dreaming. I mean, some people do have lucid dreams, but most of the time, when we're dreaming, we don't know we're dreaming until we wake up, right? Like, oh, I had a dream. But I pretty much told myself, am I dreaming? And so I tell myself, let me go tell mommy. So I walk out my room, or maybe floated, and I walk into my kitchen, and then all of a sudden, I see a lady sitting on a chair by my stove. The way she was dressed, it looked like she was from a different time. She was definitely an older lady, very elderly. But the weird part was when we looked at each other, we both startled each other. Like we both did one of these, like, which was odd, right? Because if she was a spirit or whatnot, or whatever it was, you know, why would she even get startled or whatnot, you know? But anyways, we looked at each other, we both got startled. And of course it freaked me out because I'm like, who's this lady in my house? So I run back to my room, jump on my bed, and it seemed like I went under my sheets, frightened, scared, in fear, and I can literally feel her presence in my room, but it almost felt like she didn't want to speak to me because she knew I was afraid. And I'm in my room in fear, and all of a sudden I wake up on my bed. And my fear went away. I almost forgot my cousin was sleeping next to me. He ended up sleeping over my house that day. He was living with me that day. He was living at my house. And yeah, I pretty much woke him up, I heard his voice, and my fear went away. And I told him what happened. And of course, he told me, yeah, it was a dream. It was a dream. Go back to bed. So I was like, all right. So I wonder if I go back to bed, it'll happen again, and I'll fall back into sleep paralysis. So I go back to bed, and this is the funny part. Like, as soon as I go to bed, I don't know, it felt so fast, but I instantly fell back into sleep paralysis. And at this point, I'm having fun with it. I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I'm like fighting my sleep, and I wake up out of it. I'm like, oh wow, it happened again. And you know, just to let you guys know, I'm really adventurous. A lot of people would probably be in fear of that happened to them, but I have when it comes to, I have a sense of humor when it comes to dark content, or you know, I never was afraid of scary movies. I would always laugh at scary parts or whatever. Like, I always know it's just a movie or whatever. Like, I'm not really, you know, when I was a kid, I used to walk around in the dark. You know, I go downstairs to go to the fridge, and I won't even bother turning the lights on. I just that type of dude or whatever. But yeah, I woke up, went back to bed. I fell back into sleep paralysis. Woke up out of it, like, went back to bed, fell back into sleep paralysis for the second time, or the third time, and woke up again from it, and then that was it. I went back to sleep. And yeah, that was it. That was my first outer body experience. Mind you, 2 days before that, I was screaming at God, asking him for the truth. So I don't know if he showed me the truth, or, a lot of people believe God is the self. Like, there's no separation between God and the self. Like it says in the Bible, God made man in his image. We are all the image of God's creation. I don't see nothing negative about that. I'm not saying I'm the capital G-O-D, but I'm an extension of his creation. I'm a creation being. I'm his creation being. I am the product of creation. And it's good to see yourself like that. You don't want to just see yourself as I'm just a human being. My name, my nationality, my job occupation. No, I'm a creation being. Again, the image of God, like it says in the Bible. So are you. So whether I was speaking to the God or just myself, but like it says also in the Bible, ask and you shall receive. I guess I believe that I was desiring the truth so strongly that I pulled the experience magnetically from desiring. I want to know the truth. Why am I here? Like, God, like, show me. Had an outer body experience. Realized that I'm a spirit. And, physical life, us being human, is like a school system. Like, this is like school for souls. Because when you talk about soul or spirit, like, our spirit is not even human. Like, we're here now as humans, but like our soul, our spirit is not even human. We're like universal, spiritual, conscious beings. Literally pure consciousness. Now temporarily in the human flesh as a human construct, or playing the human character. But we're like, our souls are not human, if that makes sense. Like, we're bigger than human. We're universal conscious beings. Temporarily in the human vehicle. Here to learn and to experience life. The goods and the bads, and balancing out karmas maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't claim to know it all, but I guess it's just my opinion. But yeah, that was my experience, my first outer body experience that changed my life completely. And after that, I always knew, like, wow, I'm a spirit. I'm not really human flesh like I am now, but there is no life and death in that sense if you know your spirit. So that instantly becomes something meaningful for me, at least, because if I'm a spirit, like, why even stress anything in life if I'm spirit? Like, when it comes to petty stuff, petty arguments, it's just not even worth it. Like, knowing that, I'm aware spirit, like, and that's really grateful for me, at least. I feel really grateful for that, because it just makes me realize, like, it's the deeper meaning of life. Like, why am I gonna stress anything in life? Well, I know obviously we're human and we're gonna feel stressed sometimes, but for me, I always have that in my mind, that experience in my mind, like, when we get upset for whatever reason, like, it makes me realize, like, why am I stressed? Like, I'm an immortal spirit, sort of thing. And it just, I feel like it's a lot more powerful to see yourself as a creation of God than, your name, where you work, the car you drive, your nationality. Like, you don't want to see yourself as a human construct. You want to go deeper in the rabbit hole, so to speak, deeper, meaningful, and see yourself as a direct connection to God's creation, because that's what we are. You know, God, again, God made man in his image. Look in the mirror. You're the image of God, and you want to see yourself as creation. You want to see yourself as a spirit, and it's a beautiful thing when you can let go of the indoctrination of, you know, when you're born they give you the name, social security number, your religion, and just see yourself as an extension of God, a direct connection of God, not capital God like I'm the creator of all, but I'm an image, I'm the mirrored image of his creation. And that's powerful, because I feel like if you see yourself as creation, as spirit, as a universal conscious being temporarily in a human construct, I feel like if you can grasp that and hold that as in a belief, I feel like belief is solid prayer, right? Belief is solid prayer. So I feel like if you believe that you are, again, a creation being, a spirit, temporarily in a human flesh, I feel like your vibration is going to instantly heightened, or instantly become, your vibration is going to be a lot more higher, as opposed again to seeing yourself as a human being, flesh and bone and blood, my name, my car I drive, where I work. You know, you see yourself as that. You know, there's no magic in that. Like, you know, yeah, I'm just a human. I'm Bob. I work here in Home Depot. This is who I am. As opposed to seeing yourself as the image of God, like it says in the Bible, right? God made man in the image. That knowing, that belief, instantly I can just feel the body sensations activating in some way where it instantly raises your vibration, or your energy field, or your essence, or the way you look at life. Because again, belief is solid prayer, or perception, I guess I should say. So don't see yourself as a human construct with a name. See yourself as a divine creation, or part of God's creation. You know, I kind of tend to believe that God is an omnipresent force that runs through all of us. Or in other words, God is the all that is. And we're all different fragmentations of the God, the all that is. Everything, animals, us, the clouds, love, experiences, nature. God set it up so that he can express himself in different fragmentations without no separation. You know, they say the spiritual community, they talk about this oneness, that everything is one and everything is interconnected. You know, I think I have a good understanding of that. Like, God is all that is. You know, a lot of people create that dualistic perspective, or, you know, they want to figure out what God is, and whether he's a man in the sky, or he's a state of consciousness, or what I like to say, he's the all that is. No separation. He's even in the darkest, evilest projections, like even evil people are part of God. And I think it also in the Bible talks about him creating both light and darkness for his favor, for our experience, learning experience. You know, because a lot of the times when we're humans, us humans, we like to blame, you know, like a scapegoat. Like when things are going wrong, we like to blame the devil. And when things are going right in life, we thank God. Like, thank you, God. Like, but it's really just experience. It's all one. But yeah, God is the all that is, and He's expressing Himself infinitely through everything and everyone. And I think I find that very beautiful to grasp and to contemplate within my mind. But yeah, that was my outer body experience. Kind of rambled away a little bit in the end. It was very life changing. Um, if you guys have ever had sleep paralysis or a outer body experience, if you know, comment down below. I'd love to read them, read your experiences. I know a lot of people. I know I read on YouTube and Google experienced the old lady they call the old hag, like I have myself. Although she didn't look scary at all, she just looked like an elderly lady. And again, it was odd that she was startled when she caught me looking at her, as I was startled when I looked at her. So, yeah, that was my first outer body experience. This is going to be It's going to be a part 2 to this video because I recently had my second outer body experience not too long ago, like a month ago. Should have made a video that's the next day when I had it, but I have everything right here. This one was a little more intense, and I can't wait to make the next video on it to document it on this YouTube channel, because I'm going to use this channel as just pretty much like a journal for my life experiences, so that when I get older I can look back at these videos and at a young age and see my growth and where I was then, where I was and where I am now in the future. And I don't know, I think that's pretty neat. So anyways, yeah, if you enjoyed watching this video on my first outer body experience, and hit like, help me out with the YouTube algorithm so YouTube can share my videos to other people who are looking to see other people's experiences on astral projection or outer body experiences. So I hope you like it, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.